Hi guys, my name is Josh and welcome to my channel where I teach you everything related to optimizing and increasing your sales on Amazon. If you're looking for a more curated, custom approach, I do offer consulting services and you can check those in the link in the description. Also, make sure to download your free ebook in the description notes by clicking the link and this will teach you everything you need to know about optimizing and accelerating your sales on Amazon. So today we're going to talk about how to create an Amazon listing that has a high conversion rate and what's so important about having a listing with a high conversion rate. Well, this is exactly what the Amazon algorithm takes into account in terms of how they rank your item within the search results. And if you get better ranking in the search results, then you're going to see more and more sales as a result of that. So I wanted to kind of go over some of the basic elements here. And you can check out my other videos which go into more specifics in terms of the titles, the descriptions, the A+ content, the pricing, etc. So make sure to check out my other videos for very specific targeted notes on each of these topics so you know exactly where to go. But for today, we're going to just focus on a listing that I particularly like. And you can see it on the screen here. And this is the Birdman Performance Vegan Protein, which happens to be not only a highly ranked item for very specific and high traffic keywords, but it's also very well done, very well presented, and does have a good conversion rate, which is why Amazon loves to rank it near the top of the results. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the title. This is probably one of the most important aspects. So I'd recommend when creating your title that you create one which has all the elements to make your listing as successful as possible. So you can see here, and depending on what type of item you're listing, the formula may be different, but you do want to start with your brand name if you have one, and then you want to target your niche and call out your product benefits. So whether you're selling protein or a dog collar, you're gonna actually qualify the individual that's about to click on your listing with specific benefits for the product and why they should buy it and call out exactly why they need it. So this one in particular is targeting vegans. It's a protein powder. It has 31 grams of protein. It has creatine, BCAAs, probiotics, electrolytes. And so this is a blend which has many benefits in one. So if you're a consumer looking for something with probiotics in it, or a protein that has some creatine or electrolytes, etc., then this is going to compel you to click on the listing from the search results as you see it. And then, of course, after that, you're basically going to list all of the other kind of tertiary benefits to the product. If it's a consumable, then it would be the number of servings, etc. But you really want to focus in on what the product components are and the benefits of that, and then the benefit of the overall product, and then potentially an audience. So if you're targeting kids, then you can use keywords that target that. If you're targeting athletes, then you'll say for athletes, for runners, for weightlifters, etc. So you do want to qualify people in your call out, in your title, and in this case, it can be very effective. The next thing we're going to look at is on the right side here, and you can see that it says here shipped and fulfilled with Amazon Prime. So when you have a product on Amazon, you'll probably see about 20 to 50% more sales if you ship your item to Amazon FBA. So do not use FBM or fulfilled by merchant, fulfilled by yourself for too long. you're going to eventually want to transition over to FBA and start sending units to Amazon. There's a host of different reasons behind this, and you can see those in my specific video on this topic. But just know that in doing so, you're going to save on shipping costs and your items are going to rank better, and ultimately, you're going to make a lot more sales. So it's a very simple thing that you can do to kind of lift your sales and your listings performance. The other thing is to look at pricing. So just make sure that when you're pricing your products that it's competitive enough. You won't have a particularly good conversion rate if you're too highly priced. So try to come in at a reasonable price that's, falls in line with similar products. And when I say that, what you can do is you can use either a tool like Helium 10 to get the pricing data, or you can just look and do a search yourself and kind of take some of the top selling products, get some similar ones to yours, and then average out the price and see kind of where you can come in at. But this is very important for Amazon. They look at price, and so does the consumer. They're very price sensitive. So they're going to want something of good value. So the next part is to bundle your listing with variations. So if you have different colors, different flavors of your listings, or different types of the same product, what you can do is you can bundle them into the same listing. And you can see this listing did that with chocolate, and then they have vanilla flavor as well. And they do have two different formats. So you want to give your customers as many different options as you can. Maybe they go into the listing and they're like, well, I don't really like chocolate, but they have a vanilla option, so I'm going to select that and I'm going to purchase that instead. So this is looked at pretty favorably from Amazon's perspective. Definitely recommend it. Just make sure you have all the back end details in place. I do go into more detail with this in my other videos. So you want to make sure that you have some diet types mentioned, the materials, if it's not a protein powder and not a workout powder, what's it made of? Is it wood? Is it, stainless steel, etc. So just make sure you go and comb through the back end description details when you're setting up your listing and put in as many fields as you can that are relevant to your product. And that's really going to help kind of scale yourself in the search results and allow other people who are filtering to find you much easier and to have you positioned where they see you. So not only that, but it also calls out, oh, okay, well I'm vegetarian, so this product's perfect for me, and then it'll further qualify the individual. The next thing you want to look at is the images, and so you can see here these are very professionally rendered images. It's not just a image taken in front of a screen. It certainly had some editing done to it. And also, it does have some additional add-ons like protein plus creatine has been added in on the top label here. I can guarantee that's not on the product itself. So you can strategically place different textual components and benefits, even if it doesn't exactly match your product packaging, just so the consumer sees it and they're qualified and it makes your product look more attractive. And again, you can see more about that in my specific video on images. If we go to the second one, you can see then they have kind of the benefits outlined very simply, right, with their main call out. The third image is more of a lifestyle photo. This really helps, qualify your audience more. And it helps people imagine themselves kind of using the product and creating a sort of emotional connection. The third is if you are consumable, they have the nutrition facts, and then they'll have the ingredients as well as some benefit icons, which I would recommend placing in with the nutrition facts panel image as well. And then, of course, they have tertiary benefits. Who is it for and what does it do? Well, it's for performance and endurance athletes. It gives you muscle growth and recovery. And then another benefit is cognitive function, and that tends to be pretty popular, especially within the supplement industry these days. And then they do a competitor comparison. This is great to just have your product stand out against the competitors. Don't specifically name any competitors, but do create like two other competitors, maybe three as they do here, to really compare your product against and highlight what your product has and what theirs does not. And that's going to add value and help increase your conversions as well. So we're going to move down to the bullet points. And this is a part you'll have to do a little bit of keyword research on. I would definitely recommend calling out your benefits, who your product is for, and what it does or what it can do for you. And then anything else in terms of like the type of company you are, is it made in the US? Is it made in another country? Is it strictly kept to certain standards? If you have any, accolades, if you have any specific certifications, you can add them here. And then just look at what other brands are using. And if you use a keyword research tool, you can check the high ranking keywords there. And if your product is in alignment with those keywords, you can insert them into this description. And it's really going to help, with whomever comes into that listing from the search as well as your ranking overall. So those are just some general notes. I do go into more specifics in my other videos. You're also going to want to leverage the A plus content. Something else I go into more specifics on. And so here you can see they have several different modules. This is the brand module, which they've implemented with really nice graphics. The functionality, it's very simple. It has the main call outs, more about the company and what they do, and what their purpose is, which is very important. So definitely take note at brands like this if you have similar products, or find products that are similar to yours that have these modules installed, and kind of take some ideas from them, as well as taking from your images, your messaging, your benefits, and then of course your description bullets and titles, and really kind of inserting it here to hone the imaging, and also to kind of showcase your other products, who you are as a brand, what you do, and more of that. Your different brand lines, if you have any of those. It just gives the consumer a good idea of who they're buying from. And then of course you have kind of the product description. So here we have a plus content module. They're leveraging just the big image types, and then they're also using the text fields that come with these image types. What's good about doing this is it allows you to kind of insert your keywords again, and the algorithm's really going to pick up on that. So I definitely place similar keywords across different areas in your listing, such as your description, your title, your A plus content, your backend keywords, etc. And the more places you kind of have these and mention them, the more Amazon is going to pick up on it. So again, the product type is here, the main call out, you have your text modules, and then of course more about the protein, performance blend, and then they have the recovery and digestive. So really a good place to call out other aspects of your business as well if you have it. You could also kind of just extend what you have in the main images down here and pull off of that to reinforce your messaging. Again, very specific kind of module, as well as recipes, etc. They also insert here, they have like a comparison of their different products. So you can use the A Plus module that does this as well, and create a matrix with the products. I see a lot of brands doing this. I think it's pretty effective if you have multiple different products that are kind of the similar type. And then of course you have the questions here. And that generally is, everything. The ingredients are back-end details, so I'd recommend putting those in. Having consumers upload videos as well as uploading your own video is good. And then just managing your reviews, making sure you respond to as many as you can, even the positive ones. They're going to give people a good impression. Mitigate the issues with the negative reviews, give them refunds, free products, have them revise it if you can. And that's really going to help optimize your listing. So at the end of the day, those are kind of the general overviews. You can look at my other videos for the more specifics on this, and that's it for now.